Hey everyone, it's the Personal Gamer here. In this video we're going to be exploring elements of the game that are fundamental to performance. On the surface they may look rudimentary, maybe even taken for granted at times. These aren't shots that will get you on Reddit, or you'd see in a montage. These are hidden aspects of the game that go unnoticed, hidden in plain sight. But these 5 skills are strong foundations that make a good Rocket League player, the unsung heroes of securing that win and achieving your ranked goals. So today, here's 5 basic mechanics you need to master. Now, a few disclaimers before I get into it. When I say basic mechanics, I'm talking about the most essential and frequently used. Not that they are easy, because trust me, they're not as simple as they look. Also, so I don't set myself up for failure, I wouldn't say I've mastered all of these mechanics yet. I can do some better than others, but overall I lack consistency in certain areas. So for some of this video, it will be a classic do as I say, not as I do scenario. Plus, I'm starting to get recognised from YouTube in ranked matches, so this is a good excuse for when I fail miserably in game. So the first one is dodge or jumping mechanics. Obviously, this is an action we use hundreds of times just in a single match. We use this for everything, moving around the field, reaching the ball, dodging demolitions, the list is endless, but there's much more that we can do with it. We can fast double dodge to increase speed, delay our second dodge to make our shots unpredictable. We can delay our dodge for defensive purposes to cover more of the goal so we don't fully commit to a potential fake. And there's nothing wrong with a single dodge in certain scenarios. We have around 1.5 seconds that we can utilise between our first and second jump. Just knowing this gives you more of an idea about what you can execute in the situation you're in. It can briefly keep your options open if you need to react, and it can help you read the actions of your opponents. The best way to practice your dodge mechanics is to use free play and training packs to help you improve your cognitive timing. Once the mechanic has been refined, the next step will be to identify when you need to use a single jump, a double jump, or a delayed second jump when approaching the ball. The second mechanic is car control. I discussed this in a previous video, so feel free to check that out after this. The link will be at the end of the video. But I couldn't leave something this essential out, so let's skim over it again. Being in control of your car, especially when in the air, is possibly the most important mechanic you'll ever learn. The more control you have over your actions, the more you can positively impact the game. Once again, free play and training packs play a massive role in developing this skill. If you are on PC, using workshop maps such as Obstacle Course 1 and 2 will assist you in further development. If you're on console, a viable alternative is to aerial in and out of the bordering boost pads. This is what I used to do before I discovered workshop maps. Developing your muscle memory to perform actions is the basis of getting better at any game. Although you can train in more controlled conditions designed to improve your car control, this mechanic does take time. The more you play, the better you'll get. The third is wave dashing and recovery mechanics. Now we've reached that point where I'm not going to be much help. I'd highly recommend finding Kronovi's wave dash tutorial. Wave dashing is great for moving around the map with little or no boost and transitioning from the wall down to the ground. It can also be used to shift your car and the ball, if you're carrying it, to the left or right to weave past opponents. I'm not too bad at wave dashing, I just don't feel like I've mastered it yet, so I think learning from someone who's been in the game since Season 1 of RLCS is definitely going to be more beneficial than listening to me. Basically, a wave dash is when you use your second dodge to gain momentum. The first jump puts you in the air, you tilt the nose of your car slightly up, and then you dodge forward gaining speed, but making contact with the ground so you don't flip. The easiest and most effective way to practice this is just to use free play, wave dashing on the ground as well as off the walls. There are 3 other main recovery mechanics you should work on. Using your air roll to make sure you land your car on all 4 wheels and in the direction you're going can help you recover defensively or continue to attack. Holding your power slide button when landing on your wheels is also beneficial for maintaining control. This is a good one to use when you've been bumped, as your car will be harder to control because of the force acting upon it. The final recovery mechanic is half flipping. This is a great tool for moving in the opposite direction as quickly as possible. Ideally, you don't want to be in reverse for very long, especially when defending, so the half flip can counter that. To half flip, you want to dodge backwards, pushing your left stick down towards a 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock position. Then you want to cancel your second dodge by hitting jump but pushing your left stick straight up. Kronovi has also done a half flip tutorial, so feel free to check that out for more detail. Recovery mechanics become more and more essential once you reach the higher ranks. Being able to rotate faster and stay relevant during attacking or defensive plays will improve your performance dramatically. The fourth one is boost management. How many times have you gone to rotate back and seen one of your teammates humping the corner boost waiting for it to spawn? How many times has your teammate spammed quick chat about their boost situation? How many times has your teammate used 30 boost to drive to the corner to get 100 boost to use 40 of that boost to get back, which by that time the opponents have already scored? Boost junkies are rife at any rank, but just like the AA 12-step program, the first thing we need to do is realise these 100 boost bandits are powerless. They need to give themselves over to a higher power, which in this case is these small little circles that are literally scattered across the map. Anyway, there are 5 main aspects of boost management: conservation, small pads, timing, feathering, and stealing. Conserving boost is fundamental in 3v3 because there's more people on the field and a much higher chance of corner boost being stolen. There are a few situations where boosting isn't entirely necessary, such as when your car is supersonic on the ground, there's not much need to boost because you're already travelling at a fast speed. Other situations are more circumstantial. For example, when you're rotating back and the ball is in the air, you know you don't have to rush back quickly. You could flip or wave dash until you go supersonic instead of using that 10 to 20 boost that you probably would have used. Small pads are not utilised as they should be. For each one you get 12 boost. That is so much when you think about how much you'd use for a certain action. I'd say on average 25 to 30 boost is the minimum you'd need to perform most mechanics. That's only 2 to 3 pads. A good way to train for small pad collection is driving around the arena without unlimited boost, picking up as many small pads as possible. This will help you develop your memory of the map's parameters. At first you'll probably be looking for small pads, but eventually you'll instinctively know where you are and you'll be able to pick them up while staying focused on the game. Timing refers to knowing when the boosts, mainly the large pads, are going to spawn. This skill is highly mental and the best way to improve it is to stay as conscious as possible while you're playing. Here's an example. In this 1v1 situation I am driving back to goal to defend. My opponent has just taken the middle right boost. I've mentally taken a note that that boost will be unavailable for the next 10 seconds, which is how long the pad takes to respawn. After saving his attempt, I'm driving towards the pad knowing that in a matter of seconds it will spawn. I slow down my car so I pick up the boost as I drove over it. Getting that 100 boost enabled me to score and secure the win. This technique is a lot to do with your game sense, which I'll be discussing in more detail in the next video. Feathering your boost refers to lightly tapping the boost button while in the air to manipulate the speed of your car. Developing this skill ties into car and ball control. Tapering your boost can help you change the direction in the air and time your car to meet the ball in the most beneficial way possible. Finally, stealing boost plays a big role in preventing your opponent's ability to defend. Most of the time you'll get the opportunity to steal before rotating back. The key to improving this skill is finding a balance between taking a boost that will be detrimental to your opponents, but isn't going to jeopardize your positioning or rotation. If you're looking to perfect 2 mechanics with 1 workshop map as the saying goes, Speed Jump Boost by DMC focuses on making the most of the boost you have available and can refine your overall boost management, while also testing out your car control. The 5th and final one is Kickoff Mechanics. In every single match we play there'll be at least 2 kickoff situations. A situation that happens so consistently and frequently needs to be perfected. Once again, my kickoff mechanics are somewhat questionable. Oh, okay. I'll fake again because I'm not going to expect it. Yep.
they would if they saw that.
Yeah. After seeing that, it's hard to believe, but they have got much better, but I still struggle getting it perfect every single time. So I'd recommend Musty's kickoff tutorial video. He covers some really great points about car positioning, boost management during the kickoffs, and how to adapt your kickoff when faced with certain opponents. Kickoffs in any game mode are fundamental. Learning how to do them consistently is integral. I'm sure a lot of us can think about how many times a bad kickoff has cost us a goal, and there's so much more to it than just hurling your car at the ball as quickly as you can. Practicing kickoffs has become so much easier since the update because the arena starting positions in free play are now the exact kickoff positions. Once again, taking unlimited boost off will transfer much better into your performance than leaving it on. So that's it for this one. I hope some of the information today has changed your outlook of how you play. If it has, feel free to give it a like and subscribe for future content. And if you're a boost junkie looking for help, call 555 GO FUCK.